Today we are talking about physical and digital, or both, habits that will help you simplify your life from a minimalistic lifestyle. Now, I'm not saying you have to become a minimalist or that you have to do this all or nothing habit, but a few of these habits that I'm going to talk about today are really going to help you keep your environment clean. You are going to decide if you feel more productive, if you feel like you're going to become your best self, and if you are really blooming into this person you want to be, you're going to want to keep your life as simple as possible. So welcome back to Balanceful Blooming. My name is Bridget. I'm 26 years old. I'm a wife, a stepmom. I work a full 9 to 5. I'm a multi-passionate and I am working towards becoming my best self. Here at Balanceful Blooming, we share mindset, productivity, ways to level up your life and become this next level. We really talk about believing in yourself, building the life of your dreams, finding balance in your day-to-day life, and blooming one day at a time until you become and make your dreams really become that reality that everyone knows is possible but may not know how to get there. Now, I want to be honest, when I'm talking about these, a lot of them are on the physical level of these habits, but you can use this mindset and the way that these actions are done and bring them into every single area of life. I have 12 areas of life, from my family to my job to my passion project to my money, and all of those get cluttered. Every single day there are things that we can do to really simplify our life, make our systems easier, and really just take something that may overwhelm you and make a habit to make it not only more efficient for yourself, but really let you take control back of your life. And that's where we're going to go today, is really talking about these wide scale thoughts, beliefs, and actions that you can take to simplify your life and get in control of the clutter that is our day-to-day life. So first things first is the 5-minute rule. If it takes less than 5 minutes, just do it in the moment. We all have those 5 minutes. Even if we're running around and feel like in a rush, there are things that we can do. And this should be done right away, because you don't want to put it off, because the little 5-minute cleanups here and there are really going to make a difference of where you put stuff. You're going to stop procrastinating. You're going to be more productive in the moment, and not only that, you're going to feel more organized and tidy. One of those things are dishes. For me, we should just rinse them and put them to the side, or when I fold my clothes, put them away. I hate hanging up my clothes, but lately when I fold my clothes, I know that it's only going to take me a few minutes to put them on the hanger and put them in my closet, so I've been trying to stay on top of those. But it's also important that you understand that you keeping up with yourself is not only going to create more productivity because you don't have to do it later, but you're also choosing to do it now and not procrastinate, which is letting you keep that momentum for being proud of yourself, enjoying the reward of having it done, and not putting it off to do later, and keeping your environment clean. Talking about tidiness and what you really have is valuing your items. It's really important that you look at your items as if it was someone else's. Would you rebuy it? What value are you giving to your belongings? And if you didn't have it, would you buy it again? And would you pay for it? And the higher the value, the more you keep. And the things that you no longer value or you would not purchase again and you really don't need it now, let's donate it. The higher the value, it is something that matters to you. It's something that you're going to take care of. And it's something that brings you enough value that it has importance in your life. If I want to know what items you value versus what you don't, because for me, things that I value my time. I value the things I have. I value mementos, pictures, things that share memories for me. But then there are things that are just clutter and mess that I just don't give value to. So it's really important that you figure out what is meaningful to you in every single area of your life. Like for me, my computer has a lot of value. My mic has a lot of value. My camera has a lot of value because it's around my why for my passion project. Now, some of my notebooks and my planners, yes, they do also follow that why, but I wouldn't pay for it again. So I'm altering that and I'm making sure that I know that I need need to put my money where my value is. So it's really looking at every single area of life. Is there things that you are spending money on, or is there things that you have along your house that you just no longer need because it does not give you value? Really evaluate those things and figure out what is meant for you and what is not meant for you. All that being said, we really need to take a step back from our single-use items. When you are going to a store and you think that there is a reason or an occasion or event that may come up or could come up, is not a reason to have something in your house. Not only are they not useful, you just tuck them away and they collect dust, but it's also making you always feel like you haven't gotten somewhere, or they cause this like mental gap of, should I be doing that? Let's say you have a dress for a wedding, or you have a cutlery set that you only use if there's a big event. Now you're always pushing yourself to look for an opportunity to use that, and then you feel unfulfilled. That item is now holding you back, and not only is it just a trinket or a clothing item, but it also could be something that is for a one-use thing. I do recommend DIYing as much as possible for Halloween and theme parties, because not only are you going to save money, you are going to get value in it because you took the time to take care of it, but you also created something with purpose. Now, I'm not saying that this will not have a value or a memory, but it's not something that you need to invest in. Now, I'm going to call myself out here. We had our wedding over 2 years ago and I bought everything off of Amazon. I also returned everything on Amazon within the 30-day period. That means my dress, that means my tiara, that means my shoes. All of those things, I knew that I would never wear that dress again, and I was so happy in the moment. We kept it so small, but we had a really nice breakfast. We had a really nice time. I have pictures, I have all of these things, but I don't need those accessories, dresses, all of that cluttering my life, because I have the pictures, I have the memory, and it wasn't something that I knew that I was going to pass down to someone. It was for me in the moment, what I needed for this time in my life. But really think about rentals, think about returns, think about one-use items and things that you have. Can you have it for the moment and then let it go? And that will keep the stress of not only having it for what if moments, but also letting you take a step back from holding on to things that you feel at high value when you really don't need to keep it for the longevity. Now, I'm not saying if you spent thousands and thousands of dollars on a dress. I spent hundreds, I will be honest, but I did not spend thousands of dollars, and I didn't have a big wedding, and this is something for me that I knew my love didn't have to be valued at a price, so I chose to not have the no single item. But if it is something that you want to hang or gift down or do something like that, please do this at your own discretion. I'm just sharing my journey. This is to inspire you, share my process and where I'm going at when I share my videos, so don't take any offense to anything I say, because I really want to remind you that we are all going on our own journeys and I'm just sharing my point of view. Next is a new season, new you. This is all about your mindset and the habits that you take with this new season of life. Yes, we talk about the seasons and how the energy has changed. I just did a whole spring reset, but this is the season of your life, not the 4 seasons that you may have. And this is where you need to know that you have leveled up, you are next level, you are a new person, and you are on this journey of becoming. And it's really important to know that your habits, your hobbies, the things you surround yourself with, the things that you choose to do they align with this new season? Because we are all in different seasons doesn't mean what your friends do, you should do. What I do, you should do. And it's really important that you understand the difference of, is it helping you for who you are today and where you want to go? Or is it holding you back from not letting go of who you were, what you had, and really understanding even where you're going, who you're blooming into? But it's important that you hold on to the reminders, you understand the process that you've gone through, the people that came in your life, the things that you used to do, and why you used to be that person is why you're becoming who you are today. And the things in your life should either resemble where you are now or where you're going. And it's really important that you don't have physical clutter, mental clutter, emotional clutter. It all works from the mind, body, and soul, because it's important that you are not wondering and wishing for what is happening. You are not waiting for something to come back to you. And this can be digitally. This is the people that you follow, your friendships, your text messages, your photos. Don't hold on to the past. Enjoy the memories, enjoy the moment, but maybe tuck them away. Put them in a drive, put them on your computer. Do something that you can release that energy and release that person that you were. Because it's also really important that you are understanding that you are this next level. You are growing, you are blooming. The habits that you're choosing, the hobbies that you are starting, the actions that you are taking, and the items and the people and the things that you have around you have leveled up. But are you holding on to things that are holding you back? How can you alter those to really simplify your life, let things go, and understand that what you surround yourself with in this environment that you are creating for this next level should not only be simple, but it also should empower you. It should lighten you up. It should fire your soul for who you want to be. So just remember that you are going into a new season. This is a new you, and that there are some things that you just need to let go of to make it that next level. Now, we are going to start talking about the physical environment. These are the things that I think that many people can do to really declutter their life, understand how much it can release when you have a lot of things, and that you don't need multiple things to feel successful, powerful, or even happy. The first habit that I'm going to talk about is the 90 to 365 day rule. So this is 3 months to 1 year. It's really important that every 90 days you do an inventory of your home, your car, your phone, and you create a mental and physical checklist of what exactly you use and what you haven't used, and really think about the things that maybe you do not need and the things that just do not give you joy, do not let you grow, bloom, evolve, or you just don't need anymore. As I said, we're all changing, we're all evolving. You may have things that just no longer align with this version of yourself. And every year, I really recommend you going through that list and really evaluate what you need and what you don't need, and donating, trashing, gifting away the things that no longer serve you, the things that no longer align with who you are. And I know for some people they hold on to things because what if down the future? I do recommend when you do this, letting yourself know that this is clearing out your space for new things to come in. With that being said, we're going to do the 1 in, 1 out rule. So everything that you bring into your home, your space, your environment, you are going to donate or trash something else that you no longer need. So you can kind of merge these together. Every 90 days, kind of make a list of things that you are okay getting rid of. And when you bring stuff in, go into that 1 year goal. What are things that you are really trying to get rid of? How can you do that? Every time you get something new, you're going to donate something, and they do not have to be equivalent. So let's say you get new sheets, you don't have to throw out your old sheets. You can throw out a blanket, or you can throw out a utensil, or you can throw out a Tupperware container, you can throw out a bin. Whatever it is, they don't need to be the same. But when you bring something in, you're going to create space by getting rid of something else in a different area, and it will really clear out your areas of life. So as you bring stuff in, you're going to continuously have that 1 year, have I used that? Do I need it? or can I get rid of it type of conversation. Every new thing that you bring in is going to create a higher value for these low value items. So see how we're getting this all together where you no longer have the clutter. A lot of these things could be one-use items, or you no longer use it, you no longer value it, that now you're like, I'm okay getting rid of this. Another option for this is having donation bags or bins in your house open and ready for you to release. It's really important to hold a place in your house. I would say either in every room, like bedrooms, having a bag maybe tucked away somewhere, or in your house, just have a bag or a bucket that is the donation area and everyone knows it's there. Once that bin is full, you go and donate it. And what this bin does is lets you, as your life goes or as those new items come in, you have a place to put it and continuously think about clearing your space, cleaning, and not saying I have to create an entire time or day to go through all my items and figure out what I need to donate, what I need to get rid of, and how I'm going to do that. Where am I going to put it? You have a place with intention and you're doing it in the moment, and lets you do it in that one thought and not overthink it. Because when you are getting rid of things or simplifying your life, it's really important that you understand that a lot of these things add up when you think about them. But when you set the value, understand the one in, one out, and what you can get rid of, or having that donation bin, you are going to be more automatic towards what you want to do and not wait for later and take control back, because your brain is always going to overthink, overanalyze, and want to keep it as that safety. But it's really important that you are choosing to take a step back and take that control. Lastly is your wants and needs list. We talk about this all the time when it comes to your productivity and really knowing and having control of what needs to get done versus wants. But we're going to take this a whole nother level to your spending habits and what you have in your life. When we talk about these wants and needs when it comes to your environment and the things that you have, it's really about intention versus impulse. Do you need it or do you want it? We are really going to talk about being intentional with how you buy. It takes time away from the impulse shopping of exactly what you need. Now, there are needs in life that you have to do it. You have this moment of, oh crap, and I need it right now. But there are moments when you just want a new version or something that is an upgrade for you. And it's really important that you understand the impulse, that if you don't do the research, don't understand the why, you're not giving the value, you don't really understand why you want it or need it. And it's giving you control to not only plan ahead, so try to balance your finances. It's giving you the time to do your research, get the best price, get the right information, and it's letting you give value and a why to buy these things. So the wants are things that when you have that surplus of money or you have that extra cash, yes, you can go buy it, but now you're buying it with intention because you want it. You know what you're going to value it at, you know where you're going to buy it and how you're going to buy it, with what money, where, and why. Once you have those, now you're no longer impulsing. You're being very intentional and you're controlling what is coming into your home. You are controlling what is coming into your space, and you are controlling that impulse and that want and need all the time. Now, it's really important that when we are talking about minimalism, and this is not something I practice, but it is something that I do inspire based off their habits and the way that they live their life, that we can all be minimalists in our own way, because minimalism is just simplifying your life. I'm not saying that you have to only have 4 items of clothing or you can only have this or that. No, I'm not that type of person. I have a lot of shoes, a lot of clothes, a lot of makeup, a lot of hair things. I love my planners. I love my books. I love my organizational caddies. I have all of that. But for me, it's taking those habits and breaking them down. It's really important that we are looking at how we can simplify our life, how we can take action, and how we can get to this next level of who we want to be by taking that step back, by understanding who we want to be, how we can take control, and how we can show up as this person with a clear mind, a clear vision, and ready to level up remember, this is all about our own journey, how we can take these habits and make them our own, take control back of our life, understand how we can keep our environment clean so we can be our most productive self, so we can show up for the person we want to be, and that we can take action every single day without the overwhelm. And that is what I take away from minimalism and simplifying my life. And understanding these habits are take them with a grain of salt, make them your own, and take control back of your life, because we are the ones causing the clutter, causing the stress, and causing this environment that is overwhelming. Let me know which habit you either already do or how you are going to try one of these in the next few months. And let me know what other videos you guys want that are out of my realm of productivity mindset and really becoming next level, because I think things like this do help us get to next level. So we can all do this one day at a time, one step at a time. And I am here just sharing my story. I cannot wait to see you go on your journey or continue on your blooming journey every single day. As always, join our community. We are here to support each other, even if you're on day 1 or day 100. It does not matter. We are all starting our journey and taking it one day at a time. No one is an expert in this thing called life, but we are just here inspiring each other, uplifting each other, and supporting one another to become our best self one day at a time. And I will see you guys soon. Bye, guys.